Hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. And in today's video, we will talk about how the planets affect us here on Earth and how it does affect us in our physical body. Specifically, we will talk about Mercury and Mercury in retrograde. What does that really mean? Okay, and how it affects us. Some people might know that on Mercury retrograde, things sometimes don't work right. But why? So let's just start by understanding that Mercury is one of the smaller planets and one of the closer ones to the sun, right? So its orbit is really, really fast. It will go around the sun in 88 days. That's what it will take. For us, it will be a full year. For Mercury, will be 88 days. So it'll take maybe three times around the sun, and for us will be one time. And so at some point, Mercury and the Earth, it looks like they're going at the same time, right? And then Mercury will go and finish one of its years, and it will start going our way, going around, while the Earth is still kind of going. So in our perspective, Mercury is going backwards, okay? But it's not. It's just our perspective right here from Earth. So what happens? So when the Earth moves closer or further apart from some planets, including the moon, it will affect our magnetic field here. So for instance, the moon, the tides will go, high or low according to the moon. Like last night we had super full pink moon, and it was very close to the Earth, so everybody could see. It was huge and big, and the energy was tremendous. It was big, so we felt it a few days before and a few days after. That energy is very strong. So the same thing happens with the planets, and Mercury being the planet of the communications, what happens at that period of time will affect that. So communications at all levels will be a little bit different. So for instance, the satellites will not work properly, so our internet will not work properly, phones, radios, maybe your appliances all of a sudden will stop working and just get fried for some reason. It's just the amount of energy that it is, happening in here. In our level, our human level, what happens? Communications also will not be the best ones at that point, because we have a lot of energy coming inside and out. There's just tumultuous things, and we probably will be misunderstood. Why? Because when Mercury goes in retrograde, it goes backwards. It kind of happens the same thing for us. So we are being presented with the opportunity to just kind of reflect and check at what we have been doing in the past quarter or the past period from the last Mercury retrograde. Are we where we want to be? I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, what I was intended to do. Am I moving forward? Am I not? And is it time for me to let go of some things? Is it time for me to take a new route? Sometimes we are in our path and we just kind of lose track of where we're supposed to be, going or doing, and we just go. So when we have this kind of like a stop sign and say, okay, it is time for you to see, are you where you are supposed to be? Are you okay with that? Paying attention to all levels, of consciousness, from your mind, your soul, your spirit, physically, everything. Is it where you are supposed to be? It's a moment for us to do like introspection and a little test and a self-check where we are. It is also a way to see a cleanse for us, just like every full moon, when we do the transition from one period to the next. It is the same thing here. So it's time for us to let go of some things. It's time for us to just do a clean up in any areas of our lives. And by saying that doesn't mean that we have to forget, or we just say none of that happened, because that is not the point. The point is that we take and we acknowledge all of the things that had happened, and we are letting go. And we take the experience, and we take the learning, the teachings from that, for us to use them as a fuel and make our base solid. So then when we have this little downtime, it will help us to push and move forward once we are again out of this 3-week period of time. Then things start moving slowly and start moving more freely and more easily. And start flowing a little bit more. That's an opportunity for us to take those reflections. It's like once a year, every year we have this opportunity to do it 3 times. So we can do this little test. Sometimes we want to know, are we doing the right thing or not? Well, that's how the universe will put that for us in there. So now understanding when these times come and these periods are, and we are feeling like this, is for us to do that. It's an opportunity for us to take advantage of this and move forward, and that's going to help us to move. So around that time, it's recommended not to really take too much responsibilities or sign up for sign a contract, nor start making big decisions sometimes, because the communication is not 100%. I'm not saying that you shouldn't, but just be more conscious, that what you're doing is something that you are very clear, because we tend to be not very clear on that period of time. So next Mercury retrograde, it's on May 29th all the way to June 22nd. So take advantage of that period of time, those 3 weeks, do these reflections and see where you are, what can you do to move forward more, and do this little nice test that we have. And we were like those little quizzes to see where we are. So the universe give us this one. I hope this is helpful for you, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.